Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're going to be playing as Luxembourg. I haven't decided what we're going to call this yet, but let's get straight into it. Iron Man, of course. No bonuses, no increased difficulty. We had quite enough of that in the previous playthrough. So I mentioned this campaign at the end of the previous playthrough, and this is going to be an attempted world conquest. And I have literally never loaded up as Luxembourg before, so don't expect me to have my strategy down. Before we begin, I'm obviously going to be going Fascist, because you get the manpower down here in is it militarism? Yeah, militarism 5% recruitable population, military youth 2% recruitable population. As you can see, Luxembourg is, shall we say, not blessed with population. We got 295,000 people here. So what we're going to have to do basically is join the Axis, beat the Allies, and then take enough high population land from the Allies. Probably I'm looking at India, because some of these states, I mean 40 million, where is that? I think that's, yeah, 33 million people here, 31 million people here. Even if we're only recruiting a tiny proportion of that, that's a significant number of people. So Luxembourg is a minor nation without its own tech tree. So we've got the standard, sorry, not tech tree, this thing, political tree. That's the one. So we're going to rush to nationalism, because the faster we can get to fascist, the faster we can enact good laws, etc, etc. So I'm going to go straight down that tree. Okay, so how many slots we got? None. We have no slots. Okay, so I can't build any factories. That is a shame. Infrastructure I don't think will help. I guess forts? I mean, yeah. Or I could convert. Do I want to try and change one? Yeah, okay, that's sensible. All the national focuses that unlock slots, all of these, you can see they unlock the same number of slots that they add. I think that's always the case. Yeah, so there's no way to, if you're already full, there's no way to not be full. So we're never going to be able to build a factory in Luxembourg. So what we should do, I think, is convert that one. Yeah. That's going to take, oh, good lord, that's going to take quite a while, about 2 years. But eventually we'll be able to convert this military factory, this civvy factory, into a military factory. Now, thinking about that, maybe we should only go to... Yeah, okay, I'm not going to take these three, for a while. I'm just going to get to military youth, because we need the recruitable population. Then we're going to go down armament, then going to go down construction. We might touch army later, I think. Okay, oof, plus 5% research, why? Oops, we're in veteran difficulty. Whoops, a daisy. Okay, restart. Shouldn't take long, sorry about that. I could edit. Editing is so much effort. Okay, we can start a new game. 36, other countries, of course. Luxembourg, regular, no one strengthened. Yeah, good. Iron Man, historical, Luxembourg, cool. So we're obviously going to be going for an early war, because we can't just sit here and then expect to do something. So we're going to take over. Let's look at our neighbours. Germany? No. France? No. So we'll try and take over Belgium. If this run goes really badly, I might attempt a crazy paradrop, take out France nonsense run at some point. But I think for now, let's just stick with trying to take out Belgium. So early researches. I think probably, yeah, let's not get construction just now. I don't think that one matters much for us. I think we'll probably still go for the standard openers, because it's going to be a while before we're fascist, and hence we can actually get much done. No divisions in base. Oh god, I hadn't noticed. We've no troops. This isn't the bug where you can't see your troops. We've no troops. What's this like? Oh, good lord. That is sterling, an inspiring division there. Well, we're going to need to improve that urgently. We have at least invented these two, which is heartening. Got one military factory, so obviously that's got to produce infantry equipment. At least we have infantry equipment 1. Yeah, bright side there. I don't know what Belgium's divisions are like, but I have to imagine they're better than this. That's truly horrendous. Oh yes, the other thing we're going to do to help get around the manpower problem is probably puppet people, and then use their manpower like we did in the American campaign quite a bit. I think that will be a really good way to get some manpower going. Like we might puppet, if we puppet the Raj, I although I would like some of this factory space. But if we puppeted the Raj, then we could use that to train all the troops we'd ever need, basically. I don't know if being puppeted removes the agrarian society thing, which reduces their population by 69%. Not sure. So anyway, we are indeed going to train one of these, although I imagine I won't deploy it. I think we'll probably edit it before I deploy it. Anyway, let's see. First political advisor is of course going to be the fascist demagogue, and we're going to need a military theorist pretty soon to get some army experience going, because obviously, as you can see, we have a lot of division editing to get done. Right, and they're off. This is going to be a very speed 5e beginning, of course. In terms of mods, I've disabled the uncapped experience mod, and I've disabled the dismantle faction with members mod, because I didn't want there to be any possibility that I could be accused of cheating. This is a totally cheaty mod free campaign. It's not actually Iron Man, so there are no achievements enabled, which doesn't really matter because there are no achievements as Luxembourg anyway, because I have a mod called strategic view adjustments. I think there is a Iron Man mode version, but it's not as nice. It just makes all the strategic views, as you've seen in previous campaigns, just look a lot nicer, and they're kind of distinct from each other as well. So you know, that's naval, that's air, and it all just looks a lot nicer in my opinion. So we're gonna keep that one. We've got 2 factories currently being used to produce consumer goods. As soon as we finish doing this conversion, we'll have 0 consumer factories available. Okay, there's the political effort. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. You can't go down these if you're... Are we democratic then? Yeah, we are. That's not good. Okay, so the fact we're democratic means we can't do these ones, which means these 2 unfortunately are locked away for now. But on the bright side, that means, of course, we can't do naval effort. On the bright side, I can do industrial effort and start... we'll get these much earlier, which is great. You know, 3 factories. We're going to quadruple our production output. So yes, fascist demagogue. Younger generation will take up the torch. I've heard, although I've no confirmation on this, but I've heard that the younger if you take the second option in that one, the younger generation will take up the torch. There are more options to give you those kind of increased popularity of fascists by 20% and events like that. So of course our good buddy old pal Germany over here is militarizing the Rhineland. My hope in terms of taking out Germany is that what we do is so we win against the Allies, but we refuse the German call to arms against the Soviet Union, and then we leave the faction and then we declare on them while they're busy fighting the Soviet Union. Okay, yep, let's just keep playing the long game, get mechanical computing going. So these guys are ready to deploy. Okay, so decision time. Do I deploy them and then set them to training to increase some experience? Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to get all my manpower into divisions, and then we'll just have them train. I believe, and please do correct me on this if I'm wrong, because I would love to find out. I don't think training can break. See, some infantry equipment just broke there. You can tell because we got a reinforcements request for it. And if you look at this, so he's taking 6% attrition, but the only thing it shows is chance of equipment loss, right? Not chance of manpower loss. So I think training attrition only kills equipment, not actual people. So we're fine to do that without losing any manpower. This number should keep going up by 5 a month. Good lord. So yes, we're going to leave him training basically indefinitely, just to desperately try and produce some army experience. It's very slow, as you can see, but we need every scrap of army experience that we can possibly get our hands on. So I will leave them going. What are we doing general-wise? We don't have any, okay. Should we go with a general? Yeah, okay, so generals skill up significantly faster than field marshals do, to compensate for the fact that field marshals are likely to have substantially more people in their units, whereas obviously generals are only going to have up to 24 if you're playing the game, you know, remotely competently. So we're going to leave him as a general so that he skills up faster, and then after a while we shall indeed switch him over to a field marshal once he's got some levels on him. Obviously, if we had him as a field marshal earlier, he'd start getting some good traits, because as I'm sure you know, when you promote a general to a field marshal, he loses all of his positive traits. But yeah, we're just going to have to pay the price for that. They also, field marshals that is, gain skills significantly slower than generals do. An early war with the Netherlands would be fantastic. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull off 2 early wars before there's too much tension. We'll have to see. We might. Okay, modify the government. I think it's got to be a military theorist. Yeah, just because we desperately need as much army experience. I think deploying this guy was a mistake, actually, because he's only producing, you know, 0.002 experience daily. I mean, it takes him 5 days to produce 0.01. I'm gonna delete him. 5 days to produce, so he's 25 times less good than this guy. But no, that's fine. I totally trained 25 units for 150 political power. Sorry, so the calculation there is, he is, as far as I could tell from my maths there, which I'm sure wasn't good. Now that's weird. 0.009 daily. Why? Why not 0.01? Oh, we've only got 4 out. Excuse me. I thought we were going to have 5. No, silly me. So yeah, they are producing somewhere just above 0.002. You know, this is probably a minutiae that we don't need to go into. But I mean, it's quite helpful. We are going to go with another... No. We're going to go with some towed artillery. We need to make the most of our manpower, which means getting artillery in there would be very helpful. Because manpower increases your defense and breakthrough. Free civilian factories. How come? What? Oh, of course. Sorry, we just did... No. I shouldn't have any civilian factories free. Why aren't now 3 being... What? I swear we had 2... There were only 2 slots here. But I'm confused. We haven't done an armament... Oh no, we did an armament effort. Did it cancel my conversion? It did, because it's not when the conversion was going to finish. That's a bug. Okay, I'll go and report that at the end of this episode. It appears to have cancelled my conversion of a factory to a military factory. That is annoying. Let's see if it does it. No, because it's... Probably because this slot became filled with a military factory and all the civilian factories got moved. That is an irritating bug. Okay, in that case, we're just going to have to build some forts, because there's nothing else here that we really want. I could try and paradrop. We've invented... you don't need to invent... what do you call them? Transport planes. I could try and produce some transport planes and paradrop into Brussels. No. Paradropping is just too dangerous. We do not have the manpower to throw at paradropping. Making towed artillery might be a mistake, considering we can't get access to tungsten. Half as effective. Actually, I can trade for tungsten, because all we're doing is producing, what do you call it? That fort, and we don't really need a fort. Yeah, okay, let's trade for tungsten. Cool. Who do we want to do well? The Soviet Union, because they're going to kill... Yes, I know that's going to use up all my factories. There's Dispersed Industry 1, very nice. It's not 37 yet, so we don't need... Construction, obviously we don't need, we have no factories. So I guess I'll start getting some of the basic infantry stuff done. Incidentally, the material designer always gets small arms if you get it early on, because there are simply more infantry ones that you're likely to do. That's not true if you're the kind of player that gets all of these, but I only ever get the basic artillery. I never get any anti-air, and I never get any anti-tank. Anti-air is a total waste, because you never, at least in my experience, air is just not an issue in Hoi 4. It never seems to come up, really. So we've got one of our good old lazy paradox with all their duplicated nation rulers. Although I've clicked on lots of bad examples actually for that one. But when you switch as any of these nations, you usually end up with a default ruler appearance. I think they've added in some more. I feel like they've added in more. I don't think Yugoslavia used to have Prince Paul there. How's Switzerland doing? Oh yes, of course, Switzerland is ruled by the Federal Council, which is weird because is there no head of state in Switzerland? Because I mean, you know, England is ruled by Parliament, if you want to talk about things that way. So what have they got? Maybe there's no head of state in Switzerland. That'd be interesting. There's Armament Effort 2. straight on down. Let's produce more. If I were to add some artillery, that would take only 400 more, 140 more. So let's get more infantry. Or do I want some support equipment? Yeah, let's get some support equipment going, and then after that we'll get some more infantry equipment. You need all the basics, really, to field a proper army. Okay, so we're high enough that we could add in another guy, but obviously we don't have nearly enough manpower for that. We don't have enough manpower to add in some artillery either. Although that is less manpower, only 500 to add in some artillery. But as you can see, that would take an additional 2,000 manpower. So we can't afford to do that for sure. How are we doing on fascism? Only 23%, taking a while. Hopefully we'll get like threat of communism. Do you have to board a communist country for the threat of communism event? I don't know. How come we can suddenly see them? Oh, more guys means more reconnaissance, right? Yeah. So let's look at the Belgian divisions. Oh god, they got some motorized. That's a bit scary. Wow. Okay, so each of their infantry has between about 6 and about 12 infantry in it. God, if it's 12, we're doomed. Okay, obviously you want to prioritize reinforcements. Okay, great. There's mechanical computing. That's always good to have. I'm going to wait till December and then get both my slots working on industry. Oh, got a modified government. Very nice. Oh, I didn't realise we were only on volunteer only. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's go straight to limited conscription then. And I think... Do I want to add in... Yeah, let's get the artillery into the public force. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we have enough manpower for that now. There's the Addis Ababa Treaty. Okay, cool. So all these guys are trained up. And actually we can afford another one. Oh, I've left it on the default icon. No, we want that to be the... Where is it? There it is. Basic infantry. And of course this is our infantry division. There we go. So, name for this series? I don't know. Well, so yeah, that's going to tank their experience, of course, but that's fine. We can just train them straight back up. Tungsten trade was eliminated. Oh, darn. Now we've got proportionally more factories, so now more of them are getting sent to trade. That's irritating. Well, but as soon as we go down here, we'll get some city factories back. That's fine. Okay. Name for the series, I think... I don't know. I like my alliteration, as you probably noticed. Now, I'm going to do something here that some might think is very silly, but it isn't. You can switch off a technology, and it costs you nothing. So if we looked at switching, if we wanted to switch back to this, note that it's 9 days, still 9 days, and we can switch back over here, and we can switch straight back again, 9 days. So you lose nothing when you switch technology, so don't be afraid to do that. Yeah, I don't know, Lucky Luxembourg was one that I was thinking about, but it just doesn't, doesn't sound very good. Anyway, I'll think about it. I record in usually sets of 3 or 4 episodes, so I'll have time before I actually have to make a thumbnail and upload them to come up with one. There goes the Spanish Civil War. If we can get fascist, then we can send some troops over to help out our nationalist brethren. Although we may not do that actually, because we want to keep world tension as low as possible. So obviously, the race against the clock is with the Japanese-Chinese War, as always. I mean, I've played this game a lot. I've played this game for hundreds of hours, but I still don't know when that war actually starts, which is silly of me, really. I should find out. So yeah, these guys are very nearly. It's going to be that's what, 2 months worth of. There we go. Oh no, darn! I thought that was an event that was going to give us a boost. What was I saying? Yes, I still don't know exactly when the war starts. Great, there's construction effort. Let's resume our trade. Ooh, not for steel, for tungsten with the Soviets. There we go. Yes, I'm sure. Oh, now we're low on steel. Darn. Wow, 10 a year. Good lord. Okay, we need well, I think I just have to sit here and wait another 60 days before we can trade for some steel. That's annoying. Well, I guess it's gonna be. That's just how it goes. Shall I leave these guys training? I feel like we're going to get enough experience, considering how desperately low our manpower is. No, let's keep them training. I was thinking maybe we should not train them because we've got enough experience that we can't make any more alterations. But I think that's okay. So we need another 80 towed artillery at the rate of 3 and a bit a week. That's going to take a while. Low manpower here. I think we can disable that alert quite safely, and that no template one I think we can get rid of permanently. So how's the war going? Nationalists winning? Yep. Nobody was surprised at the nationalist victory. What? Coup d'etat? Wow! But we're not at 50%. We're not even close. That's so good. The new Luxembourg leadership. Fantastic. That is absolutely marvellous. And there you go, our very cool flag. I do like that flag. And I love it when that happens. So our guy hasn't actually changed picture. We haven't actually changed the leader. We have so few people, you see, in Luxembourg that we can't afford 2 leaders. We've just changed his jacket. He's a war industrialist. Plus 10% military factory. What? Really? How did that happen? Do other nations have that? Why is that? That's so cool. Maybe that's just Luxembourg. No, I think that's cool. We're one of like the 3 or 4 nations leaders that actually have a modifier. 10% military production speed. That's really good. Okay, well, we are obviously going to have to justify... Oh, but we're not going to win at the moment if we declare war on them. What do you think? We've got 2,000 infantry equipment sitting there. Let's justify. It's going to take us ages to justify anyway. Should we justify after this war ends? No. As we've seen in the... which playthrough was it? Can't recall. It can drag out sometimes, that war. So let's start justifying now. And obviously, yeah, Germany, we'd love to be in your faction. That will increase world tension, though. Let's not do that for now, because there's no advantage to being in their faction. Oh, no, there is. Well, let's see. Once we go to war, we're asked to join their... they might say no. How much do they want us to join their faction? 1. Let's join the faction now. Because that way, once we go to war... ooh, that's a very evenly distributed set of troops you have there, Germany. But once we go to war, we're not going to call them to war, obviously. But they will give us Lend-Lease. And we could get some good German Lend-Lease would be fantastic. So when does the border incident come? Oh god, now? Maybe they don't go directly from border incident to war with China. If they do, then it's going to have to be a world war from day 1, which is going to be interesting. So now we can go down here towards militarism, which is exactly what we shall do. And I'm just waiting for 150 world tension, 150 political power, so that we can change to extensive conscription, which will double the amount of manpower we've got, which will be an extra 7,500. Not the best. Oh yes, let's finish off support weapons, of course. That'll be good. And then we shall... let's invent recon. Shall I start doing some... Oh, and of course it's between mobile warfare and mass assault, because there's the extra manpower. Let's go with... I hate this doctrine tree, so we're going to go with mobile warfare. I just detest that one. I mean, let's look at how rubbish this is, right? Reinforce rate, pointless. Minimum training rate, basically pointless. A supply grace, not very useful. You shouldn't be pocketed. Out of supply, not very useful. You shouldn't be in low supply. Organisation and max entrenchment, okay, but massively worse than the bonuses you get in Grand Battle Plan. Right, so then deep battle. Not very good tactic, not very good supply consumption. Minus 10%. I mean, it's okay. It's pretty. I mean, that's pretty good, but it's not fantastic. Tanks organisation +2. Okay, nowhere near as good the bonuses you get over here or in here, I think. No, you only get 1 organisation for tanks. Okay, so they're very slightly better on tank organisation. But if you want tank organisation, you can just go down infiltration. Max planning plus 10%. Okay, again, massively inferior to this tree. Infantry combat width. Now that one is pretty good. That lets you put more infantry in each front line. It's okay. That's an okay idea. So that's 1 out of however many so far. Tanks, bit of extra organisation. That's okay, but not that good. That one is quite useful. Especially the extra recovery rate. The problem with all of how, some of these ones down here being okay is you've got to go this way because you get the extra, where is it? Yeah, extra 5% recruitable population from human wave offensive. So all the okay ones are locked behind the fact that you're never going to go that way because you're going to go for the manpower, at least as a minor nation. Right, there's dispersed. Nice. Now let's invent some recon companies, I think. Luxembourg does indeed denounce Belgian ideals. No idea what Belgian ideals are going to be, but... So, of course, they're neutral. Alright, let's see. Japan, did you go straight to war with China? Oh, why are we out of sync again? Do you have a short focus? I didn't not take a focus for a while, did I? But they don't seem to have... I don't know why we seem to be getting out of sync with some of the AI. Oh, we're not out of sync. It was a technology that just finished, not a tree one. Ooh. Modify government. We are able to go up to extensive. Yes. Okay. Now, what we're going to do with that is probably just edit this and add in. We need support artillery, but we don't have enough artillery to fill that, so we'll start with engineer company. Do we have enough? No, we won't have enough support equipment. Let's prioritize support equipment and artillery over infantry equipment. 1 a day, wow. Yeah, so we've got 7,000 manpower to play with. We can't afford to do these because we just don't have enough stuff. So what we're going to do is just add in some more infantry. Do we have enough manpower to do that? Yes, we do. Okay, that's great. So let's see how low the manpower goes now. Luxembourg stands united, indeed. Okay, we have enough to train 1 more. That's good news. By 60 people. Blimey. Yeah, so the Luxembourgians... sorry, the Dutch. Are they Dutch? I mean, if I feel like culturally this area is Dutch, but Dutch is for Netherlands. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm clearly offending lots of... many Belgian viewers out there. Alright, well, we've modified the division. That's good. We're just short artillery. How much artillery are we short? 108. That's not bad. We're getting there. Okay, there's collectivist ethos, great, down to nationalism focus, which is pointless for anyone that starts out democratic, because you can only take it once you're already fascist, but oh well. Hopefully once we declare war, the Germans will give us some... Ooh, there goes a Baraka Prince. It's a moment of truth. Are they going to be doing it immediately? Yes, they are. That's not so good. So it looks like it's not possible to play as Luxembourg and declare war on Belgium before world tension hits 25%, because as soon as Japan declares war on China, that's going to hit 25%. Well, it looks like it's world war from day 1 then, which is interesting. We'll see if we can win this without Germans' help, but I seriously doubt it. What else could we do? I guess we could wait before we declare this war, but I was really counting on getting this. The other thing I could do is restart and see if we were just unlucky on the events that increased fascism. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. If that's the case, what I'll do is I'll record, or rather I'll not record, and I'll just play as Luxembourg a while until we get lucky and get the events to fire early. But we'll give it a go. Are we currently... Yeah, we do have one spare factory, which I should put onto steel with the Soviets. There we go. Nice. We did get one factory, one level of fort here, which is quite useful if they try and attack in. Oh, they've got so many more troops. This is going to be a really tough campaign. Maybe we've got to go with an early war, though, right? I mean, surely. What else could we do? Maybe it is about paradrops. Let's produce... How long is it going to take to produce some transport planes? We've got loads of infantry equipment, so let's try paradropping. Of course, we're also going to need one interwar fighter to paradrop in 3 years. Wow. Okay, yeah, forget that plan. We're never going to be able to produce any planes. Let's produce more support equipment now, I think. That's what we need more of. How much manpower is it going to take to add in the support company? There's nationalism focus, very nice. Only 1,800, that's not bad. And here's militarism. So yeah, there's the world tension skyrocketing. Oh! But not to 25, but unfortunately I think this peace deal will put it at 25. Oh no, there it goes. All the volunteers put it over 25. So now Belgium's going to get guaranteed very, very soon. Ooh, unless it's just possible that the British and French don't have enough manpower to guarantee them. Sorry, enough political power. We're obviously going to have to go to service by requirement. We can't survive on a mere 15,000 manpower. Even that's only got us to another 15,000. Okay, so let's add a bunch of units to this. There we go. Keep them all training up. We're very low on artillery. I'm going to cease production of infantry equipment, I think, in favour of producing more artillery. I think that's sensible, yeah. Now we're short aluminium. We haven't got any factories left to trade. Yes, of course, ready the people for war, indeed. Oh, let's not train quite that many, because we want to edit this division a bit more. Let's get some engineering companies in. We've got enough manpower for that? Yeah, I remember from the previous number. Good. Now that leaves us... Maybe I shouldn't train more divisions. Maybe I should just add in more infantry. Yeah, our ratio of infantry to artillery is whacked at the moment. So let's do less of this and add in some infantry instead. That's going to take 16,000. All right, how about that? 8,000. Okay, so we'll do that and we'll take out one of those. There we go. Okay, now we're down to 6, 5, 3. Okay, now how much is there in each division? 3,800. So we can afford to get one more going and we're nearly there. Growth is up to a whopping 37 per month. Nobody's justified Belgium. Maybe we'll be able to sneak it. I really hope so. Let's see. We're probably going to stop. How long does it take to, if we stop training, how much does our planning bonus... Oh, you can plan while you're training. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's fine then. We do indeed question their sovereignty. Yes, I'm aware we have not enough gear, but unfortunately there's not much we can do about it. Maybe they consider us so insignificant and weak that they won't guarantee them. Okay, come on. Come on. I'm going to stop training with maybe 20 days to go. Oh, it's up to 44. They can guarantee them for certain now. I mean, of course it was for certain before. We know exactly when they can guarantee them. Okay, recon company. How much is it going to cost to add in recon companies? We can't do it now, obviously, but... Oh, I can't even see now? That's silly. Alright, so it goes from 4,000... It's an extra 500 people per division. Alright, we're going to have to rush deploy these, unfortunately. We can't rush deploy this one. Interesting. Okay, and we're going to stop training so they get a bit of entrenchment, because they're going to be able to attack us from many directions the second we start this war. Let's go with... I'll wait a bit and then I'll go for computing. Okay, come on, no one guarantee them. It's just another 17 days. Okay, come on. There's militarism. Loads more manpower. Fantastic. Pump out a bunch more divisions. Next focus, obviously, military youth. Get even more manpower. New tech. Of course, we're holding off on that one. Okay, come on, please. No one guarantee them. Please, 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 please. 10 days. Here we go. Come on. Just slow it down. Increase the tension. Come on. I'm so nervous. If someone guarantees them, it's going to be really tough, because we do not have the manpower to garrison and with military police or anything. Oh, please. Yes. Yes. And there it is. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. We'll end the episode there. Oh, such good news. I'm going to declare war today, no doubt about it, and that is The war with Belgium secure. So now there's the small matter of winning a war against someone that has how many divisions? 17 to 23, and they're probably better. Although they don't appear to have artillery, so that's good. But okay, I will call it there. Thank you very much for watching, and in the next episode, hopefully, we'll be able to take over Belgium. Fantastic, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.